Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those joining for the first time, this is not a political poll, it's a spiritual poll. It's a group of us who come together every Sunday, and whenever you're watching, Monday, Tuesday, whatever time, and we raise the vibration of the planet. We raise the vibration of the universe by playing and singing on this web of creation. And however we imagine that, however it plays out in our minds, however we want to just imagine that. What does that mean to us? So we want to put it into our box of awareness, something that we can understand, and then we want to take the box away and see what else we can get. So when I was growing up, the box of spirituality was confined to the box of organized religion. These days, as I pull away that outer box, I get to imagine and visualize and experience so much more. So this Sunday, what I wanted to look into was the new moon energy, first new moon of the year of 2024, and it happened to fall on January 11th, 2024. And although the rituals and the intentions are strong on that particular day, I don't necessarily believe that we need to be that restrictive and only that day we can set up our intentions. It can spread out a couple of days either way. It could just be the year's intention. So let's take a look at this new moon energy for the first new moon of 2024. I looked up 111. Okay, so you got 111. I go, oh, cool. All right. And then I went, oh, let's add them all up together. And we get 11. Wow. So January 11th, 2024 breaks down to a master number of 11. 1-1. Big, 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 big. So let's take a look at what the cards have to say about this. How can they confirm what we're talking about, what we're thinking about? For me, it's all about what do we want to create? Master number 11. New moons. What do we want to bring into our existence, to our awareness, to our universe? For me, I'm gonna hang with the last two words that I say all the time. I want to bring in peace and love. Those words never get old. But there's probably some things else that I should be thinking about too in this. And as we flip over these cards, they will resonate a little bit more with you than, or they will resonate a little bit more with some than with other people. Pick what resonates. And there's going to be maybe some things that won't resonate with you. And maybe it'll even trigger you a little bit. And you may go, ooh, no, And for those situations, what I like to do with those situations, when I get a tarot reading, when I get a psychic reading and somebody says something to me and I go, really? I don't just dismiss it right away. I do dismiss it a lot of times. Probably I shouldn't. But what I would do and what I suggest in my readings is just put it aside, come back to it a bit later, see if it makes sense. And if it still doesn't make sense, then put it aside and come back to it in 3 or 4 months, see if it makes sense. All right. So take what resonates and run with it. What doesn't resonate with it, put it aside for a later date. Okay, here we go. And it should all resonate because I'm using very positive cards. The deck that I'm using is Beyond Lemuria and then Return of Spirit. So not a lot of negative cards in here, although there could be. What does Beyond Lemuria? In this deck, this Beyond Lemuria is all about a lightness of being, of a new way of learning and playing in our existence of time. That phrase came into my mind and I said, does that even make sense? Existence of time? And I go, just go with it, run with it. Put it away for another day and come back and look at it. Okay, what do we, manifestation. Wow. On this portal energy time, what are we creating? What do we want to create? What we think about, we create. So what are we thinking about? What's in the recesses of our minds sometimes when we say we're not good enough, we're not tall enough, we're not whatever, right? Not young enough. I've been thinking about that. I go, what if I was in this space and awareness that I have right now as a young man? What would I create? What would I be able to do? I don't know, I'm just going to have to come back, I guess. Or I'm just going to have to start manifesting it right now. I think that's it. So, what do we want to manifest? For me, peace and love, and other things. Oh. Surrender. Oops, sorry. There we go. Surrender. So I love this card. Surrender. Let's manifest something and then let it go. Let it go. And I've been dealing a lot with this surrender recently. Just walk away from it. No, but I really want it. Yeah, okay, put it in the universe. And we talked a little bit about, ceremony for, when you want to manifest something on new moons, full moons. What do you want to bring into your life? You write it on a piece of paper, you think about it, you feel it. And that's a big one for me. Feel the emotion of what it will be like to have this. And then you put it in the fire and you let it go. And you let the universe take care of it. We surrender to it. So those seem to be the two main cards. Let's see what Return of Spirit has to say. Oh. Love it. Fairy magic. So when we are thinking of manifesting something into our awareness right now, it's there's a bit of fairy magic that comes with this. Oh, I can't get that. That's never going to happen. And then you get a little Tinkerbell bonking you, and off you go. And now you're flying. So there's a little bit of trust in the surrender, the trust in the fairy magic, and let that go. There are no fairies. Well, let that go. Surrender to, well, there could possibly be fairies. There could possibly be magic way beyond the card tricks that people are playing on TV now. I say that very well aware of the card tricks that we are playing right here. Okay. Believing in fairy magic manifests so many things that are outside the box if we surrender. Integrity. Integrity. Well, of course, below surrender integrity, no. Manifest with integrity, yes. They have your fairy magic have integrity, yes. Surrender integrity. So what I get with this, and again, if you look at all the different ways that you can look at integrity, this goes back to how do we deal with certain situations moving in this heavy 3D experience? How do we move through that? Hopefully we'll have integrity, but there's a lot of things that we think about, especially in this climate that we're in, where you go, I want to fix that. I want them to be thinking like I do. And that's, I think, where that surrender comes in, where we can't fix anybody. We can only consider ourselves and walk the path ourselves, and maybe they'll see it. Wow, my phone just dinged on walk that path ourselves. That was a little fairy magic. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. Certainly having integrity in what we want to manifest is what we want. It's not surrendering our integrity, it's surrendering what we want to have happen, possibly to fix other things that are outside of us. I'm just playing with these a little bit, trying to do card tricks. And what's the last card that, okay, thank you. Right. When we play in this web of creation, when we write something down, and I'm thinking writing it down with pen and paper, pencil and paper, versus the keyboard, although I think that still does work. When I saw this card and I saw the pen on paper, I heard the pen on paper. That noise with the script but also the clickety clack of the keyboard. They're all like light language. They're all vibrational frequencies that are playing on this web of creation. Writing down what you want to manifest is so powerful. Writing down the fairy magic, keeping it in integrity, and writing it down to go back to, oh, this happened today, and then you can build on that manifestation. Things are coming true. They may not become true immediately, but bit by bit, they do come through. Thank you guys for being with me on this manifestation weekend, manifestation year. Peace and love.